Okay, well, we're going to proceed then, and I'm first of all going to go through with make sure we're all taking advantage of our wonderful promotion this month, and it's almost over with, and that you all send in an order for $150 at least and selected one of our $5 net items. It's such a good deal. I hope you didn't miss out on that because it's over with this month, and we've had it for 2 months, so it's kind of going bye-bye now, so we won't have that any longer. We also have the center spread, if you recall, of your focus, and I hope you keep referring to your focus so you can remember some of these things, is the beauty promotion. You get about $10 off on the Look Your Best collection with the cleanser, the Azuline cleanser, and the freshener, and it's a very good deal. Now, on the Posture Perfect, I think we've all explained that it's not as great a deal, but it's about a $3 savings on our brand new colors of our Posture Perfect with the beige and the black, and has the Breast Beauty Cream, the Delicate with it. It's a good deal. And then also, if you sponsor with Color Fit Collection, you get a Color Fit collection of your choice free. So that's really good. And last but not least, the monthly specials, they'll be being replaced with some new monthly specials that you'll see online and coming out in our next focus. And so take advantage of the Moisture Essence and the Micro Powder and the Dry Blush, because you really get over about a $3 savings on all of that. So it's really a wonderful deal. So now I'm going to, for you who have all given your names in that, if you could put your phone on star mute, that would be actually, it was star and then on a 6, and then that'll mute you so that we don't get any background noise. And we're going to start off tonight doing a little bit different. And what we're going to find out is, I think we should all ask ourselves, are we in business or are we kind of in a hobby? Which is it? And we have to kind of look at it and say, declare it's your own business. And, if you think about it, if you don't take it serious, how does anybody else? If somebody says, what do you do? And say, well, I sell bras. I sell some bras. That doesn't sound very reassuring to me. But if you had said to me, I do color, or I'm a professional bra fitter. Oh, really? Oh, how did you do that? How did you get involved with that? Well, I went to and signed up with a company, and they taught me how to fit bras and to measure, because most women they don't know what size they wear. And you act like a professional. And I think it makes all the difference in the world, because ladies, think about it. The value you place on it is the value they'll place on it. And if we're in, I just kind of hate to hear sometimes when people say, well, I'm not making any money in this business. Well, that means you aren't seeing the people, because women wear bras and they all wear skincare and color, and they all need to understand that. And maybe it might be you're not taking it serious, so they're not taking you serious. So you have to kind of declare yourself and declare yourself to what it is. So you have to also, don't kid yourself. I think a lot of times that we say we're in business and we're working hard and nothing's happening. Well, sometimes we kid ourselves, and that's a silly person to kid. And a lot of times people will say, I work all the time and I'm not earning any money. Well, really think about it. Do we really work all the time? Thinking about working doesn't really count. Working does, and seeing the people. And that's half of it right there, is seeing the people. People, when you first come into the business, and we have a lot of new ladies on the line tonight, and when you first come in, you have to realize that people aren't going to come knocking on your door. You have to go out and find them. And where do you find them? We always say, see the people, but where are they? How do we find them? How do we get them interested? Because they're not going to come running up to you. You have to go ahead and find them and be a professional, and this is your business. Have you all stood in front of the mirror and really got serious with yourself and said, I'm a professional and I'm in my own business? And because sometimes we downplay it, so if other people downplay it. So make a statement, make a declaration to yourself that this is your business. So tonight we're going to talk about that. For our new people starting in, treat it like a business, be a professional, and expect things to happen. It's not going to happen unless you do things to make it happen. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And to begin with, I'm going to turn this over to a lovely lady who's on our staff, Corey Amoroso, who of you have gone ahead and heard various nights. And she's done some wonderful research on this subject. Now, it's not just theory. These are things that absolutely work. So again, if you say that no, nothing works, it does work if you work. So let's go ahead and let's hear some things, and get your pen and paper handy and take some notes of what Corey's coming up with. Corey, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Phyllis. Thank you, and good evening, ladies. Now, the topic of tonight's conversation, telephone conference call, is what does a new person do first? So let's begin with the very first things to set you up. The things that you need to position, the things that you need to do to position yourself as a professional. Now, there's some prep work before to get this done. The first thing is, after you sign up, make sure that you get training from your sponsor. Make sure you read the various materials that we provide for you. You can go to Insight and download all the information from product profiles to the marketing plan to the product price list. Learn the system of placing orders on Insight and through our customer service department. Your sponsor can guide you in all of this, and ask questions from your sponsor. And finally, use the My Plan for Success. I was just looking at that form again today, and it's really neat the way it's set up, because it's a pretty easy form to use, especially if you're just getting started in the business. That's what it was designed for. And why do you need the My Plan for Success? Well, you need it to guide you. It really makes you more serious, as Phyllis said earlier. Are you in this business to make money, or is it a hobby for you? Doing the My Plan for Success turns it into a business. It makes you really more serious, and it compels you to follow the initial plan. And it lets you know how much money you can make with the time you want to invest. And here's an idea. I was looking at the second page of that form under where it says Time Finder. And, I would play around with that. See how you can kind of reschedule your daily activities so that you could fit in more hours in the business, and, and see the difference it can make from working 10 hours to 20 hours a week. Now, what I'm going to cover first is how to build in your area. And that in itself does focus on new recruits, but the presentation also works for established distributors as well, and here's why. In this section of my presentation, I'm going to talk about building in your local communities. So for established distributors who have already worked their area, they've pretty much exhausted maybe the resources there, or are already currently working with the businesses and organizations in that area, and they're thinking of expanding territories, these tips will work as well. Now, to start growing your business, for a new recruit, they need to promote and market themselves and their products in their area. That would be the initial thing. That's the most logical step for a new recruit to take, because starting locally makes it easy on you because you know the territory. That's one. Two, chances are you already know the people. Three, it's easier for you to join clubs and various organizations that meet in your area because you don't have to drive so far. And you might already be familiar about what your town can offer. So, the initial research of getting to know what that town is all about is taken away from you, is taken out because you already know. So that's number one. Now, the next thing you have to do now is research your neighborhood. You know your neighborhood. You have some knowledge of your neighborhood, but you need to know your neighborhood as a businesswoman, as the entrepreneur you are. So check the geography and locations of important businesses and establishments that you think will work for the products and services you have to offer. And that's the Chamber of Commerce, local healthcare providers. This is great for bra fitters, offices of chiropractors, nurse practitioners, things like that. Make a list of the local hospitals, local health clubs, local beauty salons, local beauty schools. Remember that episode we had with Kate Lesser, and she said that she had contacted a beauty school and she established